Hey guys, my name's Keenan, and I'm a university student doing sport and exercise science. Now, for this assignment, should I say, we were testing just how fantastic I am at basketball.
Shit. Shit.
Okay, so admittedly not going to be a professional anytime soon. So the actual point of this assignment was to dribble a basketball for 30 seconds with your non-dominant hand and then gradually increase more perceptual constraints upon yourself. So for the second test, we would do it blindfolded. The third test was blindfolded and with earplugs in. And then finally, there was sitting around with my hand in some ice cold water for roughly about 5 minutes. That was pretty cool. And then doing the blindfold and earplugs. Alright guys, so without playing around too much more, we'll jump into seeing what actually happened when I tried to bounce a basketball with perceptual manipulation and stuff. And then we'll jump into the results and we'll go from there.
Shit. Pretty sure Michael Jordan doesn't even have these abilities right now. Look at this left hand dribble. That's amazing. Look out. That control. That skill right there. Next stop, Nationals. Oh yeah, now I got it. Now I got it. No I don't. Oh shit. Oh shit. Got it. Nailed it. Nope. Nope. Lost it. Lost it. Oh fuck. Fuck yeah. Uh-oh. 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 Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm losing it. No, got it. Got it back under control. No, lost it. No. Got it. Got it. Nailed it. There it is. Nope, lost it. Nope, lost it. Nope, lost it. No. No one's doing nothing. No. That kept going. That was continuous. Nope, lost it again. It's gone. Nailed it. Nope, lost it. I don't even need to see it. Nope. Ah. Oh. Holy shit, that music's loud. Nailing it. Fuck.
Alright guys, so it's pretty safe to say I'm a naturally gifted basketball player. Great fundamentals all around, pretty spectacular display. And I'd just like to say, I don't think the test was really fair because there wasn't that much of a difference from start to finish between all the tests. Really, it was just well done all around, to be honest. Okay, but in all seriousness, it's time to start the actual guts of the assignment, and that's the short answer responses. And just to let Patrick the lecturer know that this part will probably be very short in the video, just because recording the audio isn't really syncing that great. So I'm doing several copies of the same thing over and over. But my written responses that I'll send you will have the evidence in them. So hopefully that's okay. If not, I mean it's a little late. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Alright, so the first question is, how is your performance affected by sensory deprivation? Were the results you experienced typical of the results found in previous investigations? Well, the results and, the performance of myself, I guess you could say there was a definite decrease in, ability, considering I went from being able to dribble the ball for 30 seconds with my left hand to by the end, barely being able to bounce it twice, which is, definitely not 30 seconds. But yeah, but considering the amount of sensory deprivation, so taking out your touch, your sight, and your hearing, and the results weren't exactly what were to be expected. But as I said, there's a lot more information in my written response to these questions, but just because of my audio constraints on the actual video, we're going to try and race through this part as fast as possible. Plus, the fun part of the video is already gone, and that's the best part, really. Anyway, on to question 2. Which sense do you think aided your ability to perform the task the most? Well, this is obviously sight, and that's just simply due to hand-eye coordination. Really, that's my main, convincing argument there. As soon as that sight's gone, I really just couldn't function properly. And you can see that reflected in the results. As soon as that first test came on, that's where the biggest, the most drastic change from my original results. I'd bounced that ball for 30 seconds, and then the blindfold came on, and it went down. It went down to about 10. So that's a pretty big drop, and not to say that the other tests didn't have their drops too, but nothing as significant. Now, the third question is, do you suppose that your performance on the task would increase if you were able to use your dominant hand? And considering I can barely wave with my left hand, it's that useless. I would definitely have to say yes. Given the chance to use my right hand, that would just be fantastic, really. I mean, it comes down to the science between, your dominant hands and your brain signals and everything else like that. So realistically, it's obvious that the results would be shown a lot different if you were able to use your right hand, at least for the first 3 tests. So the initial testing, the blindfold, those results would be a lot different given the right hand. Alright, so the final question is, given your experience in this experiment, do you think there would be a home field advantage in a game like cricket, specifically in regards to batting and fielding? Now, considering the sport itself, the senses would definitely play a huge role in your ability to bat or your ability to try and determine how far the ball's going to go or where it's going to land, depending on whether, how hard it connected with the bat. But whether or not there would be a correlation between that and, a certain destination, like where you're actually playing, where you're physically at, I'm not so sure, because at most points, it doesn't matter how well you know your pitch, most pitches are designed to be very similar. So that 100-kilometer ball, 100-kilometer pace ball is going to sound like a 100-kilometer pace ball bouncing off some dirt and hitting a bat, regardless of where you are. It comes down to your ability to pinpoint, where it's been hit, and from there determine a direction on where it's going. That's my idea. Anyway, guys, that pretty much sums up this experiment. Again, there's going to be a lot more to the written responses rather than this video, just because of my ability to record it. But the results are there, and it was actually a lot of fun to do. At least the bouncing part, that was a bit shocking. At my own hand-eye coordination, that was pretty terrible. But yeah, that's been a lot of fun, and I'll talk to you guys later.